help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It is a Sunday at the Ticket, and we are back. It's been a while with break and everything going on. It's been kind of hard to get some people into the studio to have a live show, but we are back with Behind the Black and Gold. I am joined here with Duncan Ortega and Rudy Gres. They are baseball players for NWU, and I think you guys are excited. I think you actually, Rudy reached out to me. He reminded me, hey, we want to be on the show. Please get us on. I was like, okay, that actually makes my life so much easier because sometimes it's hard to, there's a lot of athletes, but a lot of people don't really like to put their voice on the radio sometimes. So I'm really glad that you guys are here today. Let's just do a little background. Just tell us a little bit about your life before we kind of get into your baseball life. Duncan, you can start us off.
So I'm a junior from San Antonio, Texas. I am a major in data analytics with a sport management minor. I love movies, sports.
What's your favorite movie?
The Dark Knight. I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time.
You answered that pretty fast.
Yeah.
So.
Christopher Nolan, I think, is one of the greatest directors of all time. I don't know if you've seen any of his stuff or not.
Probably. I probably have.
Tenet. Have you ever seen Tenet?
I don't think I've ever seen Tenet.
Okay.
But I'll write those down and I'll go back and look at them. Because I feel I like movies. I like watching movies all the time.
What's your favorite type of genre?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't feel like I have one. I think I'm just kind of everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Trolls movies. Don't sleep on them. They're so good.
That's not the direction I thought you were going with that, but yeah.
That's my kind of movie.
My actual like sleeper movie is WALL-E.
I have not seen that movie in so long. I had to do like a little double take.
I haven't seen it either, but like I was like, it popped up on my TikTok the other day, and I was like, you know what, like I need to go rewatch that, but I haven't been able to. But I'm gonna do that like on a bus ride. So,
I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm. Rudy, how about you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Rudy Gres. I'm also from San Antonio, Texas. Communication studies major, the coaching minor. Not too big on movies like Duncan, but I love college football. I love the Longhorns. Yeah, I'm pretty much just all about sports. Not in a way where it like takes over my life, I'd say, but it's fun to always keep up with it. I like music a lot, though. That's my thing.
I do know that. I did know that. Me and Rudy have had some classes together at NWU because we're both comm majors. So I've known Rudy for a while. I haven't really known Duncan for very long, but we had a class together this semester.
Yeah, I think we all three of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were all in the same one. Yeah.
And I think you're gonna be in this ethics class, you and Dalton.
I'm TAing.
I'm taking that one too. So
that one would be fun. You took comm through dialogue.
I did.
It's literally just that.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
we just have dialogues and stuff.
That'd be fun.
I have mad respect for a dialogue here and there.
Yeah, I like the confrontation with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like what the whole comm through dialogue was about, and I kind of just loved sitting back and watching what people had to say.
Mm-hmm. So to kind of get into everything, tell us about your baseball journey. What made you get into the game of baseball?
I mean, when I was 3 years old, I think I started playing, and I don't remember how it happened, but I think my parents just like stuck me into it, and I was like, hey, you're half decent at it. And I just was playing it ever since. Like, yeah, I mean, It's a love-hate relationship with it, but
I feel like a lot of people say that
Yeah.
with baseball.
it's when it's really hard, but when it's really fun, it's really fun.
Mhm.
So you just kind of like got to learn to ride a wave.
Yeah, for sure. Rudy, how about you?
My dad, growing up in like his little town outside of San Antonio, he was in all the newspapers. I heard. I think he was good. I'm not too sure, but so they basically forced me to play. I did a lot of sports growing up, and I think I was better at football, but I always liked baseball a little more. I think it's because it was harder growing up. I like that more now. Same thing. It's not as fun when it's hard, but growing up, it was like, okay, like this is something I can work at. This is something I can get better at. Versus, oh, I'm a big dude. I'm gonna go push somebody over. So it's like it took a little bit more skill. So I like
Mhm.
having to like learn that part in the process.
So, what kind of made you decide on your positions that you play now?
Um,
And tell us your positions.
so I really play anywhere. My freshman year I was at short. Last year I was at third, and this year I'm not sure where I'm going to be playing. But I kind of looked up to my role model is Javier Baez. I'm a Cubs fan, so when he was in his prime, like I grew up watching him in his prime,
Mhm.
and it was just like insane. Like it was seemed like something every game, like he was doing something really cool. And then he kind of sucks now, but he's still my favorite player. I'll die on that hill. But I mean, what was the question? I
What made you pick your position that you played?
yeah. Oh, sorry. It was Javi Baez.
You were
I-
going in the right direction.
I don't know why. Like my mind's been blank right there, but yeah.
You're good.
Sorry.
How about you, Rudy?
I play first base now. I used to play third base in high school, and I really liked it because it was like compared to like shortstop, Duncan, you kind of have like more time on the plate. It actually like it comes to you,
Mhm.
you know what you're doing. At third base and first base, it's like it's all just reaction, and so I love that the most. Like I have no time to think. The more I think about it when I'm playing, the more I'm gonna mess up. So that was always fun to me. Like just having a just literally self defense on the corners, it was so fun. That and then just being able to like still be in the infield. Like I feel like in the outfield, you're very distant from people. So I feel like at least like I'm at first base. If Duncan's at second, we're just talking the whole game. So it's always fun to have people right there. So it's been good.
So, San Antonio, Texas, coming to NWU. Why baseball at NWU?
I don't know why baseball. It was more weather, because in San Antonio, like that when it is brutal down there, like it's in the hundreds, like constantly, and I just got tired of it. And I actually really love cold weather, so I wasn't even thinking about Lincoln honestly. But Coach Ripel, the coach at the time, reached out to me, and I kind of just like, hey, yeah, it's cold weather, fresh start. Like I was like, sure, why not? Like I'm gonna go for it, and I love it.
Did you hadn't have like any background knowledge of NWU before that, or before he had reached out to you?
Yeah. Me and Rudy had played on like the same summer ball team. Another kid is too. His name's Antonio Robles. We all played, and they had went here, and I was like, okay. And then we were supposed to have like 3 other people can't come here, but they all like quit. Like they left my freshman year, like during winter break. They just never came back. So it was kind of just me here, and that's how I heard about NWU.
Mine. I was kind of just like I wanted to leave Texas regardless. The weather too, but I think just getting away from home. Like I had a lot of friends who, once they graduate high school, even if they're gonna go play baseball, they never stick it out, and it's like it's so easy to just fall back because you're right around the corner from home. So I always wanted to just get out regardless. And then once our summer ball coach was helping me like find class like coaches to reach out to, I found Ripel here at Westland, and it's a good school, which is like a huge thing for my mom for the foremost. She wanted me to go somewhere where it wasn't, even though it was far away, I didn't feel like I was all alone. And so I feel like Westland does a great job of that, of like building the community with like the people, the staff, everybody. So I feel like that was a huge part in it too. The baseball part, like the coaches we had here in the past, they were all respectable people. I liked them all. So that did help too. And I feel like right now it's like now's the time where it's like I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, like this was actually a great choice still. So
I'm glad that you guys chose NWU because it's the best school in Lincoln.
Yep, it is.
Respect to UNL though, even though I feel like
Yeah.
Duncan,
Yep.
no. Yep. So looking from, we're gonna go flashback to the past. High school baseball. What were some of the biggest differences that you saw coming from high school to college play?
The first one that comes to mind like immediately was like when I was a senior, and it's like we had like these little 14-year-old teammates, like the freshmen, the incoming freshmen, and then coming into college, like you're playing with some grown men, like
Mhm.
you 23, 24
Especially
year old.
with the fifth year.
Mhm.
Exactly, the COVID years. So it was just like I had to grow up quick, and I had to just be like mature, and I had to carry my weight because I know these guys like aren't gonna really mess around because it's like they were here because they wanted to be here.
Mhm.
Like high school, it's like but that was mainly the biggest change I've noticed was just the maturity level. It just hits you quick.
I like what you said about because they want to be here. That's D3. I say this all the time. Like, if you're playing D3 athletics, you're not getting any scholarships or anything
Mhm.
like that. So when it comes to that, it's because people want to be there. And I feel like people show or kind of give more because they have a love for the
Yeah,
sport. For
exactly.
sure. Rudy, how about you?
I think in terms of like now, like even though we are like you said D3, it still feels like a job. Like we start practice Tuesday, and I think we're starting at 6 a.m. and it's going to be that way from every Tuesday through Friday moving forward. So it's like it does become a job, and it's something that like you said, you have to want to be here realistically. And I feel like that's something that I did notice a lot too. Is guys want to be here, guys want to put the extra work in. We got a lot of teammates who they're obviously doing their craft for like pitching or hitting, but it's like they're also spending hours in the weight room. So it's like we got guys who want to be here. But I feel like something that I think I had to learn the most when I got here was like senior year of high school, all of us, whatever you're from, it's like you're one of the best guys on your team. You're gonna go play college no matter where it's at. But it's like then you get here your freshman year, everyone's that same fish
Mhm.
in the same pond. And I feel like having to learn through that and be like, okay, like even though somebody else who might be older than me or the same age, he's doing better than me, it's like I still gotta just adjust to it, learn to it. And it's just, I think learning the process along has been very helpful. So
I like that for sure. When we're looking at, so how long is a regular baseball season for you guys?
30 to 40 games.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we'll start our first game's February 15th, and I think we end like finals week, so like the first week of May.
Mhm.
So it goes for a while.
So what are you guys doing in the off season to kind of prepare for season?
Hitting every day, throwing, and just trying to get ground balls like as much as possible. And then the big thing for me, I just try to get in the weight room a lot. I feel like I've seen a lot of improvement from my freshman year to where I am now. So it's like I'm trying to build on that and keep it going.
So obviously you guys like are baseball's an outdoor sport. What are things that you can do inside besides like hitting and doing things like that to kind of just prepare yourself?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of tough. If you have like a facility you can go to, like back in your hometown, like you can get some live at bats in. But I mean, like there's not very many people, at least where I'm playing, like back in my part of San Antonio, where it's like that are playing college baseball. So it's kind of tough to see live pitching.
Mhm.
But I mean, you could, I guess, take ground balls, but it's not the same like as reading a true hop from the dirt.
Yeah, no, it definitely becomes a lot harder once you get back home. Like you said, like I think out of all the guys who I went to high school with and played baseball, there's probably like two or three of us still playing. So it's like for me and those guys to get on the same schedule, it's real difficult still. They have jobs. I'm at home with my family. So it's like we got to make things work somehow. But I think as far as like the weather goes, I feel like no matter how many times we practice inside, it's never going to feel cold to where it needs
Yeah.
to be. So I think going into winter break right before it, we had our coach. He was like able to like work with us outside as it was getting colder. So I still feel like that helped a little bit, but it's definitely gonna be one of those things where you just got to get used to it once you're out there. I hope so.
So both of you are from San Antonio. Did you guys know of each other before coming here?
No. Oh,
Through summer baseball, we
Yeah.
did for like a
Okay.
year or so. But other than that, I just kind of knew of him through our program we were in, but we never really talked too much there. He wasn't really a big talker in high school. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of baseball or a lot of high schools in San
Yeah.
Antonio, so it's like we're like what 30 minutes away from each other probably, and it's like it's just two completely different districts. Like we
Yeah.
have two completely different schools, so it's kind of our competition is just not the same at all.
Yeah.
What was the team dynamic like coming in freshman year compared to now?
Well, for me, we didn't have a head coach because when I first got recruited here, Ripel had taken another job, so it was kind of like I don't want to say chaos, but I really enjoyed it because they kind of adopted Coach Bennett, and at the time it was Coach Van Dyke. They adopted what Coach Ripel had been doing, and I was like, oh, like I'm gonna love this. Like it's just hitting every day. That's all we're about, defense. And then it was like now though, it's like really it's more structured, and I think I kind of like it more honestly because it feels just more the communication is big, and we've like our coaches are really good at communicating and having us set plans with what they want us to do. And it's I need like for me, I need that. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this is what I'll do on this day. Okay, I'll do it. I'll go get it done.
Structure.
Exactly. Exactly.
My freshman year, I think coming into here, I was really excited. and I still am excited to be here regardless. But like he said, that coach that we had, he was coming from like a D1 program in years previous. The year before I got here, I think they had like reached 20 wins for the first time in a year. So I was like, okay, like I'm going into a really good program, and I'm proud of it. And it was that whole first year I was on JV. A lot of the freshmen were, but it was still like our JV team was actually something where it was like you're gonna practice every single day with us, and then like away games you're not gonna travel, which is fine. I was behind like some dude who went to go play like independent baseball, so I was okay with it. But like he said, the structure that he had built there was just very, very like to a T, where like you knew where to be, you knew how to do it, and I feel like that whole first year was probably what I think as a program we've been trying to get back to, and I think we're finally getting back there. So it feels really good right now.
Have you seen, has there been like any like huge, you've had some more than one coach, obviously, for different reasons, things like that. Current coach right now, give me your full honest opinion of how he is and how he works.
I think he does a great job balancing like your relationship with him and then baseball. Like he's a great dude. We joke all the time, but like when it's time to get like serious, like it's like okay, like we're not joking around, like it's time to play baseball. And he's always I feel like he's always there for us in the terms of like, hey, whenever you need me for whatever, like you want me to go hit you some ground balls, I'll go do that. You want me to come watch you take BP, I'll do that. And then he gives access to our assistant coaches, like which haven't been done in the past. So it's like, hey, if you need anything from anybody, just reach out to us and we'll be there for you. Just knowing that I can have somebody to rely on, like it's super nice. It's cool.
Yeah, I'd agree, especially like with off the field stuff, kind of the way he is. It's definitely a perfect match. But I feel like even the way he like styles it to us, like we've been in situations where a coach will come in and it's like everything has to be that certain way, like cookie cutter to what he wants, which is fine. I get it, but he's kind of done the exact opposite, where it's like I want to see what I have first. I want to see what y'all are good at, what you're bad at, and then we'll work from there. So I feel like he's given us a chance to fail, which sounds bad, but it's like I rather have that and like, oh, I messed up. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Let's fix it. Versus I'm coming in, you got to do everything my way, and then it's not a great dynamic. But he's definitely done a great job, especially in the short time he's been here. He's done a lot of things that seemed kind of impossible in the past, but he's making everything seem like a breeze. So very respectable dude. I like him.
He's not trying to change.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was
you or
exactly
anything like that.
like he's like catering to what you're good at. Like if you're not good at hitting oppo, he's not going to make that your whole approach. Like you're going to be able to hit some home runs if that's what you're good at doing. If you don't have much power, you're just a contact guy, then he'll let you do that. Like it's just like he caters to what you're good at. So it's kind of it's good.
How do I say this? Like your connection with your assistant coaches, like how does that play into it?
You want to start this one?
Yeah. So right now we have 3 assistant coaches. It's Coach Bennett, Coach Rader, and Coach Lubach. So the ones that we kind of talk the most to is be Bennett and Lubach. And I feel like our hitting coach, Coach Lubach, he's like no matter when I'll text him, even if I have like a bad round at like 9 p.m. at night, I'll text him and he'll respond to me in like 20 minutes. So it's like I feel like the connection that they have too, it kind of goes back to the whole D3 way of things where it's like they want to be there. And I feel like he's given them that space to be their own coach too. So like that, if I have a problem with something, I'll reach out to him really quickly and I get my answers. And they just seem like they really like they're not looking at it as like a step down from where they've been because they've worked with like MLB teams before. So it's like they still want the best from us. And I feel like that's something that we haven't had instilled in us in the past, that like that confidence they want to give us, and they're doing a real good job in my eyes.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like just accessibility, like knowing that they're going to be there. Also, like I guess it's kind of like Coach Christie is his philosophy, and it goes down to them too. But like Coach Lubach is our hitting coach. Like he has a facility. He's like, hey guys, come hit. Like we'll watch film. I'll send him tape. Like if I have a bad round or whatever, and he'll be like, hey, like this is what you need to do, and it's just like okay, and then I go do it, and it's like it works wonders. Like when you actually have, I guess, coaches coaching.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
It is,
Like,
yeah. It's wild.
people that want to be there,
Yep.
people that are just, hey, I want to see you get better.
Exactly.
We're going to throw it to break. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about team dynamics and just some moments from your past seasons, especially for Rudy, because you're getting closer to the end.
Yes.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but we will be back after the break to Behind the Black and Gold.
You ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 3.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Behind the Black and Gold. If you're just now joining us, why now? Why didn't you start right when we got started? But that's okay. We love you all. I'm still here with Rudy Gres and Duncan Ortega, baseball players for NWU. Boys, great first segment. You did great.
Thank you.
But now let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get down to things that might make some people uncomfortable.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm joking. Well, maybe I'm joking. Let's dive into some of our coaching. How many coaches have you guys had at NWU so far?
Like in like total like assistants included all that or just
Let's
head
do
coaches?
head.
Head. 2?
Yeah, I think I've had 3.
2 and 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some of them better than others.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
I wasn't a hater of any of them, but there's some that rank a little higher based on what they've done while they've been here. So
And team dynamic. Tell me a little bit about the team dynamic right now, currently.
Right now I think vibes are really high. Like guys are looking to get better. They're getting after it. Everyone I see whenever I go in the weight room, there's always somebody on the baseball team. Whenever I go hit in the Weary Center, there's always people there getting either lifting, throwing, doing sprints, whatever. Like it's vibes are high right now, and I think everyone's excited to get going here.
yeah, I would agree, especially not having as large of like this upperclassman presence that we've had as far as like seniors go. I think we have a lot of guys who are in the upper class range, but from the past we've had like a large group of leaders, and now it's kind of like trickling down a little bit, but not in a way where it feels like we don't have anybody. It's just there's a lot more guys taking on a lot of different roles now, and so I think that is very like it's something that we've needed. We have guys who are on the pitching side of things. They have like their leaders. We have our hitting leaders for the most part, and I feel like you said, the vibes are really high. Like even if it's something we don't want to do, like I'm sure we're not going to want to be waking up at 5 o'clock for practices moving forward, but I think once we get there, we're going to be fine. And I feel like that's something that I wouldn't have been able to say in the past. Like everything we kind of did last year as a team, not even like in a bad way, but it never felt like we wanted to be there. Like I was injured last year, and like there was days where I was like, I'm hurt, like I don't want to be there. Versus if I were to get hurt now, I'm going to do everything I can to still be there. And I feel like that's kind of the whole mindset too. It was like we've all flipped from where we were last year for sure.
Do you think you flipped or have like a
No,
little more of a
not.
driver here? Are you just kind of the same?
I'm kind of the same, I think. I feel like a little bit more like what's the word here? Like mentally not so hard on myself anymore. Like
Mhm.
I've kind of been able to take like a break on that, and it's just like helped me so much because I've just being able to go in and talk and be like not have so much pressure,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of nice to kind of that's like gone now. It's better, a lot better. So
How do you guys kind of get out of these slumps you have? Or maybe you're just perfect and you've never had a slump in your life. You could say that too. But how do you kind of get out of those? You're maybe hard on yourself mentally, or things just aren't really going your way. And what do you kind of do to get out of those?
So especially this fall, I've taken a really like serious approach to the mental aspect of the game, and I've just learned that like I can't ride waves. Like when things are good, like I can't be happy at its top, or when things are bad, I can't be the worst like at its bottom. Like I just have to when it's good, like I just ride a straight line, ride a straight line. And it's like also I've learned that like baseball is like not something that it doesn't define who I am. It's just something that I do.
Mhm.
And like really just taking that approach to it has helped me just like, hey, if I mess up, who cares? Like I'm still waking up tomorrow. I'm still gonna eat when I after practice or after the game. It's just like go out there and have fun because especially I got like 2 more years left. So it's just trying to have fun with it and not be so hard on myself, knowing it's gonna be okay and it's not as serious as I think it is.
Mhm.
Yeah. Actually, this past summer, I kind of got way more into my faith, and I feel like that's helped a lot. Like, kind of the same thing where it's like I'm not just a baseball player, and I've known that, but I think like after everything I've gone through, whether it be religiously or even like the injuries I have had, it's like that. Like I'll be fine tomorrow. I'll be okay. Even if I have a bad game today, it's like a year ago I was out for the whole season. So it's like if I have one bad Wednesday, I still have a Thursday tomorrow, and it's like I'm okay with having a bad day as long as I know I'm going to be able to get through it. And I feel like I've at least like on my own part have done a decent job of doing that. So
Can you kind of get into your injuries, like what has happened to you?
yeah, so freshman year I was fine, thankfully, and then going into that summer before sophomore year, I tore my meniscus. That had me out for the whole fall going into the spring season, so I didn't really have a chance to like showcase that I could play. So I got to travel a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And then last year I ended up getting a back operation done on like my nerves in my spine, where they go in there and they kind of like burn off the nerves. It's a whole process that they did, and it happened mid-season, so I was missing the whole season anyways. So I redshirted last year, gray shirted, whatever it was, and then this year I'm fully cleared so far.
So you're ready to go. You're ready to.
Yes, yeah, I've been doing good too. I
You're
think.
itching for it.
Yes, exactly.
It's been a while.
Yes, I at least got to play in the fall this past season for the first
Mhm.
time in a while, and it went pretty good. So I'm excited with where we're at.
How does playing time kind of go? It's just kind of. Do you think if it's more if you're the best at that position you're going to play, or is there kind of what you could call seniority to things, or do you think it's
I think it's
you're
kind
good,
of
you're good?
the best. Like if you're, or actually, I think it's more like riding the hot hand. Like whoever, like if say like I play first base with Rudy, like Rudy's doing better defensively, but I'm swinging it better than him. Like I maybe might get in there because although my defense is kind of like not as good, like I'm swinging a hot bat, so it's like you want me in the lineup. And it's like if I'm struggling or if Rudy's struggling and it's like, hey, maybe we'll give you a day off and just let you game off and let you let you know it's okay. Like it's nothing against you. It's just I know you're struggling. So here you go, and maybe you can go work on it in the cage or something.
What's it like to not have that kind? Is it there's not a lot of consistency, or is there a little bit more of consistency? Because you could be playing, you could not be playing. I think there's a lot of going back into that mental game of things that just maybe that's not your day. You're not having a great at bat or things like that. Just like the consistency of it. What's that like to not have that?
I think knowing that failure for me, it's failure is inevitable. Like it's going. I could be riding a 10 for 10 day or a 10 for 10 streak. Like but I know like my next 4 ABs could be 4 straight strikeouts, and I'm gonna have to learn to be like, hey, it's gonna happen, and it's okay that it's gonna happen. Like it's a part of it. So it's just like trusting the process and doing everything that I can do to put myself to be successful. And I just got to trust the process and trust the results will come, is what Coach Bennett says, is trust the approach, trust everything, and the results will come.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think too, it's like, especially at this level, like our new head coach, he has a job to do. So it's like, if I take anything he does personally, like I'm 100% in the wrong. And I feel like having to learn that and like that, like if it's not my day, it's not my day. It's gonna suck regardless. Everybody on the team wants to be on there, but you have 9 defensive spots. The chances that everyone's gonna play are very close to zero. So I think just understanding that like nothing's personal. If I'm not playing good and he is, put him in there. If I'm playing good and he's not, it should be me. But it's like I think you just got to learn to not take things personally in the game like baseball at all. So that's what I've learned.
Looking at D3 overall and just being a student athlete, what do you think what's one of the toughest things for you being a D3 student athlete?
You want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. I would say like, not that I think certain universities are harder or easier than others, but I feel like at a school like ours, our Division III Nebraska Westland, I feel like we have a pretty like prestigious academic layout that we have. So I feel like that's something that does get overlooked, is like, oh, in terms of athletics, you're D3, you're not at the top of it, but it's like the school I'm going to is still probably going to be better than some other D1s I know of as well. So I feel like that is something that kind of gets overlooked, is like, you're not at the top in the baseball world, I guess, but I'm going to get a great education. And I feel like balancing that has been something that I've had to learn. But as time's gone on, I've gotten a lot better with that.
But, yeah. I'm sorry.
What's one of the toughest things for you being a D3 student athlete?
I guess like time management, like, cause I think for me, like in the work now, like the academic work is a lot harder in college than it is in high school. And like just being able to balance everything, because in D3 they know like we're not gonna go play professional baseball. Like baseball is not everything that we do. Like we're here to get an education. Like we all know it's a harsh reality, but we all know that baseball is eventually going to come to an end for us. So it's like we need to trying to find the balance of focusing on baseball and also academics to try and put ourselves to be successful in the future, like in 2 to 3 years when we go and get a job and start real life.
What is the future job for you guys? What does that look like?
Anything in sports. Like I'm data analytics major, so like anything, like as long as I can just stay with football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, I just want to do something in that field.
How about you?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think in terms of like my communications degree, I kind of want to do something more along like the marketing and social media side of things. But I also have the coaching minor, so like either way, something along that as well. Like I want to be still involved with baseball, sports in general, just anything like that. So we'll see. We got a year and a half to figure it out. So
that's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah,
I have a semester.
Yes.
I have a semester. I don't like to think about it. That's one of my. I walked into my friend's house yesterday and they were talking about like their future, and I'm like, oh, my least favorite topic.
Yeah,
it's just so one of those things that I don't really want to think about until I need to.
Yeah.
I'm not a procrastinator. Well, I am kind of, but I procrastinate the future a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets not scary, but like I think overwhelming. I think it's like the same feeling of like when you're about to go to college too. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen
Yeah.
next. So, but it's exciting. I think it's a good thing to be worried, not worried, but like nervous.
Yeah.
For what's gonna come next.
It's like a nervous, excited. It's
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just another not having to go to school ever
It's gonna be
again.
amazing.
You're telling me I don't have to do it again?
Exactly.
But I've had people like tell me, they're like, oh yeah, you should go to grad school. I'm like, I love college.
Mhm.
And I love the teachers and I love the professors, but like the actual like doing homework and like school part of it, hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but it's like
Tedious.
hard.
Yeah.
It's the not
In
fun
my
part.
head, I'm like,
Mhm.
like, but I could be doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when we get to this age of like junior, senior year, and you're starting to do internships and things like that. You feel like you're already out in the real world
Mhm.
doing things. And I feel like that was kind of the way for me over break because I was working all of break. I'm like, okay, this just feels like life now. I have to go back to school. But hopefully this semester's good.
Yeah.
What class loads? Do you have like pretty big class loads or is it kind of a
I think I'm taking 2 classes a day. So
Okay.
like 13 credits. So not too bad.
I'm at the same thing, especially now that I have that 5th year. It got spaced out perfectly, so I'm at like 12 to 13 right now.
That's nice.
Yes, I love it.
I needed 12 to get all the credits. So
Nice.
and especially when you're already done with your major, besides your capstone and all your minors and things like that, you're just taking filler stuff like that. I'm taking a soccer class.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's 1 day a week for an hour and 40 minutes. It's with the girls soccer coach. I know enough about soccer.
Yeah.
But
Like-
also not enough to want to learn something.
So they like what goes on? They just teach you the basics of it. Like,
I
is
think
it more
so.
how to play, or is it more like the rules of it?
I think both, like rules and like things that go on.
Yeah. Interesting.
All like the history. After my first class, I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Okay.
Like, guess what I learned today in soccer class? I'm wondering how crazy that's going to be. But that's the kind of stuff that we can take at NWU. Just
Exactly.
scuba diving,
There's a
bowling. There's scuba diving class.
Like off campus.
No, they do it in the pool.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, freshman year they offered it
Uh-huh.
off campus.
Wow.
hmm My mom took one.
That is
She wanted to. They asked her if she wanted to get certified, but you have to go to a lake to get certified.
Oh wow.
She didn't want to go
Yeah.
to the
I don't blame her.
scuba diving in a lake.
That's kind of scary.
That'd be so scary.
That's out of my realm.
No, but you have to like get like all the equipment
Yeah.
yourself. and
Oh, you have
stuff
to
like
pay
that.
for it yourself?
like
Oh,
a
wow.
suit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Quinn took it.
Oh, nice.
Quinn took it. It
Is she
was-
certified?
I don't think she.
Smart. That's scary.
But I think it was just her and another person. I think those were the only two. Because her friend was supposed to take it, but she bailed because she didn't want to pay for the suit.
That's fair.
Do you know how many credits that is? Like the class?
2 or 3. I don't think it's that much.
Next year we'll be in it.
No.
You think about it.
No.
There's a
no.
swimming class
Yeah,
too.
I did know about
Yeah.
that. I think Merkel took that,
Yeah.
and he was telling us about it. He says he likes it. Merkel and Burris.
They would take a swimming.
Yeah, they
class.
would.
They would. So sorry, off track, but I like talking about school. Oh, we're talking about NWU. And
Nice.
we're taught all the behind the scene things at NWU. That's
Exactly.
just not. It's not just athletics.
Mhm.
Like we said, D3.
Yep.
Not all of your. That's not all it is.
Yeah.
But going back to athletics, if we're going to talk baseball, because I know you are here to talk baseball, who on the team, looking throughout your 3 or 4 years, an upperclassman that has had an impact on you?
So my freshman year was John.
John.
Yeah, John is just
I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. I think he's playing up in what, Canada and
Canada.
Australia, one of the 2.
Mhm.
I mean, he kind of just took me under his wing right away and was just like, here's how to go about baseball in college. And he taught me a lot, taught me like the different approaches and what's good, what's bad, like what's going to work, what's not going to work. And yeah, I think right now it's probably like Merkel. I mean, I don't really like, I've never told him this, but like Merkel's a really hard worker.
I'm
Like
gonna tell him.
oh, you can, yeah, go ahead. I don't, but like he's just such like he's a hardworking dude, and he's always in the weight room, always putting in the work, always doing everything. He's a great teammate, always there for guys whenever you need him, and he takes a good leadership role. Like I know I don't think he gets talked about enough, but I think he's like a big part of this team going forward. Like, I think he's one of the key guys that, like, if he's going, like, I think we're going to be going good too.
How about you?
Mine was Jason English. He's graduating, I think, this semester, but he was done playing baseball last year. But same thing, like he taught me a lot more than just, oh, you're swinging this and that. It was like that. If I'm having a bad day, here's how we're gonna deal with it. We were best friends on the field and off the field too. And then whenever he got moved to first base last year, it was just so much more fun because we were like able to mess around, even though we shouldn't have been. We were just over there just talking mess about everything, and it was so fun because he made me see that, like, even though it is college baseball and like I said, it does become kind of a job. It's like you can still have just as much fun as you would in high school, and like that's one of those things where, like, moving forward off the field, I'll still remember everything we do on the field too. But like just having those days where me and him would go do some little errand somewhere, it's like this is what I'm gonna miss the most about college at some point. So
You're obviously gonna remember
Yeah.
some of those games, but there's some games you just probably don't remember from your
Easily
time here.
forgettable. Yep.
Easily forgettable,
Yep.
but you remember the memories, you remember the people, 100%. I think that's one of the best things about sports is that the people.
Yeah, for sure.
The people kind of make or break
Yeah.
things. Coaches do too.
Yeah.
I will say that I've let coaches ruin sports for me, which sucks.
Mhm.
But did you guys have any of those situations growing up in other sports where maybe coaches were a kind of a thing where you're like, oh,
Yeah, actually, I was freshman. Back when I played basketball in high school, I was a freshman on B team, and our B team I thought was like really, really good. I thought we could give our A team a run for their money. Like I feel like we could beat them. But like we never got the love that they did because all their like little, what's the word? Like their little teachers, not teachers pet. Yeah, teachers pet, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like they had tryouts the following year for JV, and not a single person made it. And I was just like, you're telling me that not a single person, like all my friends, we all got cut. And it was just like, you're telling me that I'd never want to pick up a basketball again because like, it's like, you're telling me that, like, what's the point of having tryouts then if you're just not going to take anybody? Like, it was just like real, like, so I just went out and wasted 3 days of my time, 3 days of like mentally preparing for this, physically preparing for it just for you to be just a complete waste of time. And I like watching basketball now, but I'll never forget that guy. I still to this day do not like him. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'd be mad too.
Yeah.
Wasted 3 days and then
Exactly.
you're like, okay, screw basketball.
I never want to see a basketball again.
No. Gives me flashbacks.
Yeah, it is personal.
I had one for baseball, and it was my high school coach. But it was weird. We would always like butt heads, but at the same time, like not in the conceited way. I was always one of the better ones on the team. So it's like in my mind, I was like, he can say whatever he wants. He needs me at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's also why we butted heads too much. I was respectful, but to a certain extent. And there was always like little things.
You weren't humble, but you were hustling hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But it was weird because it was like little things that like didn't pertain to baseball. Like I had a friend who you reminded me of. It's funny because he's younger and everything, but he was playing second base and I'm at third base and he somehow messes up over there, which who cares? And then after that inning, we come off the field and he's like, that's your fault. Like, that's your boy over there. I was like, I am like 150 feet away from this kid. What am I supposed to do? And like everything that I would do wrong, it would just get amplified times 10. And then if I had a great game, which happened quite a bit in high school, it was so easy in high school. I miss it. But like nothing would ever get said. It was always like, I'm going to highlight what you're doing wrong. And whatever you do good, like, I don't care about it. And I feel like that definitely killed a lot of the fun I had for baseball in high school, which sucked. But then the summer team that we played on, it kind of flipped everything and made baseball more fun again. Getting here, the coaches are very different now. I still respect that dude, but it was not very fun to play baseball for him.
Hey, but you're still playing baseball.
Exactly. Yeah, I look past it.
You
so.
didn't let it define you.
Exactly.
You, on the other hand, with basketball.
You hate basketball.
Yeah, I hate basketball.
I have a love-hate relationship with basketball too.
Why?
I played in high school, but I was really good bench.
Nice.
But I wouldn't think that I like let like a coach ruin that for me. It's just I didn't put the work into it. I remember in middle school I was on a traveling team and I was like, I love this team so much, but then that team kind of like split up, so I had to go on to another team.
Mm-hmm.
One practice we had to go and run hills. Like we were running outside, going up on these hills. I said, hell no.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
I'm not doing this. I went for one day and I told my dad, I'm like, I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. I did not want to do it. He was very disappointed in me. Like, this, you could have been so good. You could. No,
Yeah, no.
I'm not running hills to be good.
I think that's kind of what I like about baseball is like we don't got to do like training like crazy cardio like
Yeah.
that. Like basketball, you got to run up and down the court the
Mhm.
whole time. Like baseball, yeah, soccer, I could never do that.
Me neither.
Football.
Ooh. I did intramural soccer, and during one of the games, I had to run into the weight room and throw up and then come back in.
Oh, wow.
And nobody even noticed. Nobody cared. They're like, LAO, where'd you go?
Throw
up. Literally, I was dying. That was the most, and that was freshman year, and I hadn't done like any like workout or anything like that since high school. So that was a lot. That took a lot out of me. Intramurals, justice for intramurals. I say this all the time.
I was gonna say that too. Like intramurals, that stuff gets taken very seriously, and I
Uh-huh.
really
Yeah.
like that. It's like the sand volleyball is like really fun, like that. Like
Sand
that
volleyball
is, yeah,
is-
it's
oh.
very competitive, very competitive.
A lot
I'm
of
sure-
tryhards out
Yeah, a lot of tryhards.
Yeah.
Like, especially like I can imagine
6'5" team.
Yeah, it's like it's not even fair. Like especially when they go spike.
6'5"
Exactly.
team.
Yeah. You play with the basketball guys. It's
Yeah.
not
It's
fair.
kind of cheating.
Yeah.
It is not cheating.
Whatever.
Respect to Jack Reddickey. I
No,
know
yeah,
he's
that's-
not listening, but every time we play somebody, they're like, "Oh my gosh, the 6'11" guy, we're gonna get crushed." The 6'11" guy has to know how to play volleyball for you to get crushed. And the thing is, he's a one-hit wonder. Just throw it like just hitting it over the net on one. I'm like, that's not the point.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
It's just y'all are very intimidating. looking,
Yeah.
for sure. But
What can I say?
we've almost beat y'all once, I think.
I don't
Almost.
Back in the days.
Really?
Back in the
Actually, I
day,
don't think
Probably
we
like
did.
sophomore year.
I don't think
We'll see.
they
I think you blow us
Rudy,
out
I
every
don't
time.
think you ever had a shot. Think you ever had
Well,
a
everyone
chance.
I draft on my team's like my height, so that's kind of
Yeah.
That's kind of the fold. We'll
Especially,
figure it out.
especially when the games get moved to the indoor courts. And
Yeah,
it's like
that's when it
everyone,
gets bad.
that
No.
Even
That's
when
when it
games
gets
get
bad.
moved into the indoor court, I forfeit. The other team should just forfeit because we love indoor.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like you have 6'11" dudes, and you don't got to worry about like sprain. I mean, you got to worry a sprained ankle, but like uneven surfaces, like
Yeah.
they're. It's just not fair. Like especially when when one of y'all spike it to them, and it's like, oh crap, here we go. Like just I'm worried about not just taking it off the face.
I think my biggest thing is like we like have taught them how to play volleyball. Like they actually care and they have just
We have like a
wait
new
until
team every semester.
Yeah.
just wait till the spring.
Are
They're
y'all-
so excited.
y'all are playing in the spring?
Yeah.
Oh god. You
Well,
coming
it was
back?
awesome because last year the championship games were indoors.
Oh my god.
We won.
Did y'all beat Steven's team? The track one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like Morgan and
What team was that?
that game was so heated too. It went to 3 sets.
Yeah, it gets intense, yeah.
It was
It's so
so
funny,
so competitive, so
Yep.
intense. But once the game is over, some people are pissed and stuff like that. But you laugh and you're like, good
Yeah,
game.
not
We're the
us.
I like
pissed ones.
I hate losing.
I like messing with people across the net. Like, and
Dude, that's fun.
see, I don't even really know all these people.
No, yeah,
but like
yeah.
I'll like say things and they'll be like, I just like making people laugh across the net.
It's funny because you be playing against people. It's like I've never seen you before. Our campus is small
I know.
as it is too, and it's like I didn't even know you go here. I've never seen
You're from San Antonio, so you guys don't get it. But I still feel like I'm in high school. Like everybody kind of knows everybody.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. We're going to throw it to our last break. When we get back, I'm just going to ask you guys about your goals for the season. Just kind of wrapping everything up and see how we go about going into this season. We will get back to you after the break for Behind the Black and Gold.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Back to What's Next 24 from the 93.7 The Ticket studio. Back to The Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you heard that rejoin, no, you did it. Just click the wrong button. But that happens sometimes because no one's perfect. We're going to wrap everything up here with from Behind the Black and Gold at 93.7 The Ticket. Again, happy Sunday. If you're listening, thank you for listening. NWU, we love you. NWU Athletics, if you're listening to this, Braden, shout out you. Any person you want to shout out, boys?
Yeah, my mom and dad, they're actually watching.
Really?
Yeah, they are. I texted
That's
them.
what I love. I
Yep.
will tell people, I'm like, yeah, we're doing the shows. And when they tell me that they told their parents to
Yeah.
tell people, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing. My mom, they're actually driving back from Nebraska back to Texas right now. So they're watching. I think my sister's watching and probably my cousins too. So shout out to all those guys.
It's 277 people.
Yeah, my cousins. are
And
probably
after
finalists.
those shout outs, it just went up.
There you go. Shout out to everybody watching.
Shout
too,
out
then.
to everybody.
Shout out to everybody watching.
So to wrap everything up, tell me a few goals that you have for yourself going into this season.
I'm going to try and hit 5 home runs this year. I said that last year and I ended up hitting 0, but I'm going to try and hit 5. I'm going to try to limit the errors this year as well. And I'm also just trying to put myself in the best position to succeed and do everything I can to be prepared for what this season has to offer. Oh, and I want to make it to the ARC, the bracket, like what is it called?
Tournament?
The tournament. There you go. Yeah, I was looking for that word. The AFC tournament, ARC tournament.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. Trying to win.
Mine for sure at the top of it all, stay healthy right now. But outside of that, I definitely want to be up there with my batting average. I don't have a clear number right now, but I just want to have some good stats up there. I want to be able to, again, stay healthy so my parents and my family can finally come see a game too and everything. Yeah, probably just have fun. Like we've talked about, like it is very hard to stay super positive in baseball, but I feel like this year things will be turned around. So I'm excited. We're definitely going to make that tournament too. So it'll be fun.
That's what I was also going to say. Have fun. I forgot that, but have fun. Take it day by day. Just have fun.
Exactly. That's the only thing you can do.
Yep.
Laugh about it.
Exactly.
It was never that serious.
Like sometimes all you have to do is laugh about it. So.
Mhm.
Yep. Just baseball.
Just baseball.
Exactly.
But I love it. So.
Yeah.
I will say PA in baseball is I like you guys a lot. I do.
You did witness a lot of long and bad games.
Yeah,
last year.
some of those.
I was reconsidering all life choices.
Yep, there were
during
some
those
bad games you had to call last year.
Yeah. I mean,
that's not the case this year though. It'll be different.
I mean, some of those innings you had to call, or they must have been like 40 minutes. It was just as bad for you as it was for us.
Pulling my hair out.
Like standing out there for 40 minutes. I remember one game where it was like at the end of the first inning, it was 10-0. And it was like, and then we ended up losing like what,
31 or something. Yeah.
Like
that was
14.
That's probably not fun.
It was like, oh, God.
And the ones that we would get there and they were like, okay, we're like rain delay, we're gonna start, and then they just canceled it.
Yeah.
After 3 hours.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. It's like for what?
I went to that gas station so many times during that time. That was my favorite thing to do, was just leave and go to that gas station. That's
Okay.
like around the corner.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what got me through those.
Yeah.
I believe it.
What's your go-to gas station snack?
Oh, munchies.
Like the mix.
The mix. Like it has
The gummy stuff?
No.
They're like not trail
It's
mix,
got
but kind of like trail mix.
Doritos.
Okay.
Sun chips.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Cheetos.
Yep.
Pretzels.
Pretzels, yeah.
Literally
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your
I
big
love
game
those.
snack?
My
Like
what?
you ever have a snack for the games or no? Like candy, something small.
I like Cheez-Its. No, not Cheez-Its. Goldfish.
I'm a Tootsie Roll guy mid game.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing before we wrap this up. Give me one word to explain your whole baseball career.
It's a great question. The first word that came to me is exotic, but I don't think that's the right word. Do you want to go first?
I thought you were gonna elaborate.
Sorry, now.
Probably like patience. I think would be a good one. Just let everything unfold whenever it has to unfold. I'm waiting for it. So
Okay, I got it. A roller coaster, because it's just been a lot of ups and downs, but it's exciting. You love it every moment of it, even the bad parts. Like you're gonna look back and think, who cares? Like, why was I in 10 years from now? I'm gonna look back like, why was I so upset at 4 strikeouts? But yeah, just roller coaster.
Boys, thank you so much. If you're going to take anything away from the show today, is to not take life so seriously.
Yes, enjoy it.
Just have fun. That's the big thing. If you're listening, thank you so much for listening. Mom and dads out there, thank you. Your sons are great.
Thanks,
And
Mom.
thanks to you, to everyone. We will see you next week on Behind the Black and Gold. Peace out.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring